Mic test 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, put it on 1390. Thank you.
And now, another exciting episode of As the River Churns.
We're live.
We're on. You know, it's been 2 weeks since we've been on, so
We just don't know how to act.
Yes, we don't.
We don't have a monitor over here.
And
Look at that.
and for those of you joining us today for our 100th. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not our
No,
100th
Tom,
show.
it's not our 100th show today.
No, it's not.
It's
because-
99.5.
So tune your dials to 99.5.
The truth is, we went back and counted the episodes, and
Yeah.
there were actually several we decided we absolutely could not count as episodes.
Well, we only counted half on one of them.
Yeah,
I think
yes.
that's what it was.
That's what
So
it
That's true.
no,
That's true.
I think if we're being totally honest here,
Let's don't do that. Don't start now. It's
Oh.
coming soon, the 100th.
Let's be honest, Lisa miscounted.
no, that's not what
Okay.
it was. Because I was giving you a hard time about that 2 weeks ago about asking you if this really was our 100th show or not.
But the new date is perfect,
It is perfect.
the 5th,
The 5th of May.
and maybe we'll have a 5th.
Oh,
No, I'm not
That's a
talking about for
clever
a prize,
idea.
I'm talking about us having a 5th before the show.
And that's right before the reverse raffle, too.
it is.
Yeah,
It is. So
yeah.
we'll be primed and ready
Yeah, we will.
for the party.
You can't start drinking too early on
No, that's
reverse
true.
raffle day.
That's true.
So 2 weeks from tomorrow will be our 100th show.
Yes.
And we just felt like, quite honestly, we needed a little bit more time to plan the 100th show.
Right.
Time kind of ran out for us. And
Not that
that's
it's going to
just
be
being
any
very
better than the regular shows, but we just need a little more time. We need a little more time.
Well, we wanted to think about it a little bit more and have some fun with it. And
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
just decided that we wanted to. So now they're going to be really expecting something because we've got 2 more weeks to plan. I guess we better do something good.
You can't serve a show before it's time.
That is true.
Oh,
That is true.
I've heard that
So-
before. Wasn't it on the commercial somewhere?
And we have figured out the key to bringing in a live audience,
Yes,
haven't we?
yes.
No sign up?
Because we have a live audience.
We do have a live audience today, and the key is have an event before the river churns,
Yeah.
and they just hang out afterwards.
And then,
Piggyback on a successful
and
event.
I've noticed that their arms and hands are tied to their seats so they can't get out. So
And food. If we have an event with food before the churns, we are good to go.
you know, but this is pretty neat. I'm watching them do the wave in front of us. That's pretty neat, Lisa. You know, I mean,
a 3-person wave.
Did you have to tell how many?
Well, no, I did not have to, but
all right.
But we've been piggybacking the whole time, actually a growing piggy bank going on
Yes.
on your
Oh,
desk.
that's
I don't know,
true.
Ken, if you saw the latest one here.
Yeah, with the mask.
Yeah, that's pretty
Half
neat.
a mask.
Yep.
And then there was promised that the next one that they were out, the person or persons that are doing this are saying they're out of pigs at this point.
Right. So
And
that is the
so-
last one.
And then there was question about a live one for the last one. I don't know what the heck that means, but
His
don't
name's
know.
Arnold. Arnold Ziffel. Remember Arnold Ziffel from Green Acres?
Oh, Green
The
Acres.
pig on Green Acres.
hey, Arnold, yes, that's right.
Ah,
Yeah. Lisa would know that. She's too young to remember
I
that
don't
show.
remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
Nope.
All right, Lisa.
Okay.
Do we have a trivia question
We
for today?
do. We do. The question today is from Dick Witt, and you're going to call Michelle at 336-389-4103.
Okay.
And the prize today is a bottle of wine.
What a surprise.
Yes.
A Merlot.
Merlot.
A 2014 Merlot.
Okay. And we have an extra bonus prize that comes with it today.
Bonus prize.
A pewter wine stopper straight from Ireland.
Oh, Ireland. All
Jim
right.
Clackey, this sounds like your prize to win.
And it's only been used 126 times. That's great. So
If it came
It
from
is
Ireland,
brand new.
it probably didn't come straight. It probably came on a zigzag, don't you think?
Well, probably. So that was
thank you, Jim.
That's an extra prize.
That's nice. That's
so-
a nice prize.
Yep. Okay,
Did
so
we say what caller we're taking?
they're not very creative today.
Well,
They're
I tell you
saying that
what,
the first
our-
caller.
Our executive producer and associate executive producer are not very creative today.
I don't think they want to do multiple callers.
Okay, all right, all right.
Okay, so the question is, and are we going to go with the first caller
Wait a
here?
minute, we now have an
Yes.
assistant executive
First
producer,
caller.
right? Or is it an assistant
Or-
to the associate executive producer?
Okay, I think the audience is asking, can they raise their hand if they know the answer? If they raise their hand before the call comes in, could they be eligible?
So it's the first hand or the first call?
Yes, first hand or first caller.
Okay, I got it.
Okay?
All right,
Okay. Here we go.
here we go, here we go.
The question is,
Very exciting.
who invented the plastic pink flamingo lawn ornament? Who invented the plastic pink flamingo lawn ornament?
I don't see any hands going up.
I don't think
so-
the audience has it.
They don't have
Go-
pink flamingos.
Go to
either.
the callers. Oh, Google it. Somebody's got to Google it.
We do not have any callers yet, man. So maybe it's because they only took the first one.
336-389-4103. The line is open.
It's still open, and it's still
I
open.
understand that they started off to be white flamingos and they left them out in the sun too long.
Oh, they got sunburn. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, she
Oh,
found
there's
another
a caller.
All right, good, all right. She forgot the answer. Okay. That would be helpful when you're trying to see if they have the right answer.
You know, we did change days, so there might not be as many people watching us today.
Yes, that's what I
That
got.
could have happened.
Could have
Not
happened.
possible, is it?
It's possible.
So, yes, if nothing else, it's got to be the same. It's 0 and 0, right?
Well, we know we have 3,
Yeah, plus a caller.
so we're up to 4.
Yes.
We have a winner.
a winner.
Okay.
And it wasn't somebody who was raising their hand. Our three
Nope,
here,
nope,
our
somebody
three
on the
here are
phone.
still looking pretty dumbfounded at this point about what that answer so that could be, so. Okay, let's go through some coronavirus statistics. So it's been almost 2 weeks since the last time we reported. So over the last 2 weeks, we have done as a state 425,000 tests. That's about 32,000 a day. And so we were making a comment about this, that the testing has really dropped. I mean, at one time we were hitting 50, 55, 60,000
Yep.
tests a day on average. And so it's really dropped. I wonder if that plays a little bit into the fact that our percentage is higher because we have had 25,696 new cases of the coronavirus since 2 weeks ago. So when you figure out the difference between that, it's exactly 6%. So, you know, which isn't horrible, but, you know, we're still trying to get below that 5%
Right,
mark
right.
as a state, right? So,
Yep.
but I wonder if it's, you know, if the people that are getting tested, we have more people that are preponderants that are symptomatic that are getting tested than before, where we just were testing a lot of people. 'Cause even in the nursing homes and retirement community settings, you know, we're not testing, some counties are not testing on a weekly basis now, so that's reducing the number of tests. And a lot of those tests would have been negative people because they weren't symptomatic. And so I wonder if there plays into this a little bit. But anyway, that's the governor's problem, I guess, to figure that out. But 6% over the last 2 weeks. Hospitalizations have gone up since 2 weeks ago a little bit. They're 1,170. That's about 145 more than what it was 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, we've had 225 more deaths since 2 weeks ago. We're at 12,437 deaths in the state since COVID began. But here's some promising news. The outbreak numbers went down. We're at 205 outbreaks, meaning in nursing homes and retirement communities. It's at 205. It was 229 2 weeks ago, so that's 24 less. That's really good. And I thought this was really good. Vaccinations. Fully vaccinated adults in the state, we're at 35% right now. And those adults that have had at least one shot, 46.9%. So we're almost half the state.
Wow.
Adults that have had the vaccination. So, you know that sooner or later this is going to start really hopefully affecting the percentages here and knocking it down between the people that are getting it and hopefully aren't going to get it again, and for those that are getting the vaccinations and hopefully won't get it to begin with. I just can't help but believe that this isn't going to go down here at some point. So, some good stuff. So, very happy about that. Our state in general, our county, Guilford County has been, all the counties have been a little bit on the rise over the last several weeks. I think Guilford County this week was at 7.3, and we were right at that 5% mark a few weeks ago, and so we just kind of edged back up there a little bit. So I'm kind of hoping that Guilford County comes down here soon, because that does affect us as far as how much testing we have to do is based upon that county positivity rate. So we'll see how that goes. Speaking of positive cases, we have been testing for the last 10 weeks. Testing again today, our staff today. Don't know the answer about today, but in the last 10 weeks, with the testing that we have done with our staff, the healthcare staff, we have yet to have a single positive case, which is great. Now, unfortunately, we did get notified on Friday of a staff member on the healthcare side whose one of their parents had gotten COVID during the week, and they called us and told us that they also had tested positive as well. The good news was, though, that they had worked. First of all, the good news is their symptoms are minor, but they hadn't worked until the Sunday prior, so it's been almost a week. And, which I think is really great, we had tested this person as part of our normal testing Tuesday, the 2 days after the last day they had worked, and they were negative at that point. So there's no way they could have transmitted anything here because they haven't been here. So it's really good. Now we do have to put out a memo, and we've got we've got some reporting to do because of that. But the reality is there's not going to be any effect on us. So, even in an abundance of caution, we went ahead and tested all of our healthcare residents just to make sure. But we're at 99% vaccinated over in the healthcare center, just like we are here on the independent living side. And not surprising, when we did the testing, there wasn't a single resident that was positive. So, I think it's really good. I think we're starting to really see a lot less. 10 weeks is, we're coming up on the 3-month mark now. We're not having any real significant issues. And so, and we're not alone. Obviously, the outbreak list, you can see that's coming down. I think that's it's showing you the vaccinations are working. To me, there's no other way it can be except the vaccinations are working. So that's really good.
And because this person hadn't been working here and exposed anybody, we can still continue with our healthcare visitations.
Absolutely, yeah. Nothing changes as far as that goes.
Yeah, it didn't affect anything.
We did think for a second there that we might have to change our visitation policy for a while, but we didn't end up having to do it.
Yep.
So that was really good news when we double-checked that. So we'll see what happens with our staff testing. Again, if we're going to have a case, this is the way to have it. Somebody who hasn't worked with us a week, tested negative in between, before they got tested positive. So this is the way. If we have to have it, this is the way to do it. So.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we have a little sad news.
Yeah.
We have one of our team members that has a really good opportunity somewhere and is going to be leaving us,
Yes.
and that is Stephanie Bear. She is our clubhouse manager, so it's very sad for us. She's really taken our clubhouse to another level, and she's done great for us. So we will miss her, but she has some opportunities with her significant other in Georgia. So
Yeah.
she's going to be moving to Georgia.
Yeah.
And her last day with us will be mid-May, I believe.
Yeah, like May 13th or
So,
something, I think
yeah,
she said.
yeah.
So we'll miss her. you
We
know.
will, but we wish her well, too. She
Yeah, happy
was a
for her,
great,
sad
great
for
lady.
us. Yeah, I told her I was mad at her, but that's okay. I get over it quickly. How could she leave us after she does
I
such
know,
a great job for
I
us?
know,
But
I know.
we understand that.
We
of course.
do.
And I'm kidding. I'm not
Absolutely.
mad at her. But I'm actually, she's got big shoes to fill. She's
Yep.
done a really good job.
Yeah,
up at the
she
clubhouse.
has. So the search has already begun, so we will see who we can find.
Yeah, sure do.
So, yeah,
We'll do our best to find another Stephanie.
yeah, absolutely. So if you see her, wish her well. She has good things coming. Last week was a busy week, Tom.
So it's this week.
So
We're not
we've been
done yet.
moving out of our offices. And anybody that's been to my office knows that it was full of a lot of stuff. So last week we were packing up and moving, and we're still doing a little of that this week, but
Yeah.
we have officially moved to Pinehurst 101. So
Yeah.
it's been good. It was a good way to clean house,
It really
get rid of
has
things
been.
that I didn't need anymore.
Or continue to clean house in my
we
case.
are. It's a process.
I got probably about 10 more boxes I got to go through of stuff that I've accumulated over the years
Yeah.
that I need to
A
just.
lot of shredding happening.
Yeah, I filled up 2 shredder containers at this point, so.
Yep.
But it's good. I mean,
It
it
is
really is
good.
kind of
It's
good that we're
good.
cleaning out a lot of our
Yep,
stuff and getting rid of it.
absolutely. Renovation updates.
Yeah,
So for our live 3-member studio audience, they can see the multipurpose room is still being worked on, and this is all preliminary work they're doing for the balconies that we're going to be enclosing above this area. So that's still happening. That is one of the reasons why we did have to move our show from tomorrow to today. They're going to be doing some loud work in here, I
Yeah.
believe, tomorrow. So
I'll be putting the spurs in
Yep,
tomorrow,
yep.
so.
and
I love that look.
It
I
is a
think-
new look.
I think it's called Vogue Translucent.
Okay. So we could have a program going on back there,
Yes,
watch it from here, and it gives a whole new meaning to
yeah.
some programs
I
here.
don't think that works so well, but,
Yeah. So we're hoping that the plastic will come down toward the end of next week.
yeah, that's the game
So
plan.
that's our hope.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, that's our hope. So we'll
Well,
see,
especially
just in
since we
time
wanna
for
do
the meal
pa-
packaging.
We want to do the meal packaging event here on Friday, so
Yep.
having that plastic down is going to be important. But we seem to think that that's going to happen. Hopefully by Thursday, they're going to have it
Yep.
down, so.
So we're feeling good about that, but it taking a little bit of work to get all that set up. And the memo we put out, I guess it was probably a week and a half ago, that talked about the dining room side. We'll have to do this as well on that side in about the same area, right under the balcony. So that's in the water's edge, the seats that are nearest toward the window area that kind of does the curving out up there. So those will be taken out of commission for a little bit, so we can do the same work over there, preliminary work.
I think the thing that we had talked about with the construction company was that we wanted them to start on the multipurpose room side so that they could kind of learn off of
Right,
this side.
figure out what it really takes.
Because it's less of an impact to our operation over here than it would be over there, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they said they should be able to do that much faster over there. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe they can do it all in a week. That's what I'm
Yeah,
kind of
that'd be
hoping.
great.
Or maybe just an extra little part of the week next week, but
That'd be great.
yeah,
So right now, it's tentatively set for the week of May 3rd.
yes.
We had initially thought it was going to be this coming up week, but they have pushed it back to May 3rd.
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
I think they want to finalize this just to make sure they have all this under their belt and can move on.
Yeah, and so, a couple of people have asked us, how long are we going to be in P101 and, how long is the construction going to last? And, the construction company has laid out a plan, which, we had thought maybe it would probably go until probably the beginning of next calendar year is what we've been told. Because they said it once they got started, it would be about 7 or 8 months. So I was sitting there thinking, okay, if it's April, we're looking at November, end of November, December, maybe January 1. But, there's a possibility, if things go well, that they could be done a little sooner than that. And I think we're all hoping that, right? So we can have that usable space.
Right,
So
right.
it'll be good.
And the Gulf Maintenance Building
Yes.
and the overflow parking lot up by the Clubhouse area.
Yeah,
Hopefully
so
we'll be starting that soon.
Yeah, so, the gravel lot that we have up there, it was never in our picture to keep it as a gravel lot. That's not, in my opinion, that's not river landing to have a gravel lot. We want to have a nice paved parking lot up there, so that work will be starting hopefully soon. We've got some additional work to do as far as the what's it called? Not the landscaping,
Grading? Do they have to do any of that, or?
Yeah, it's not the grading, but the surveying. I think that was the
Okay.
word. Surveying is what I was trying to think of. But we still got some surveying work to do, and once that's done, we can get started up there. But, two things. We're going to be working on that parking lot, and we're going to pave it. And then the other part is that we've been wanting to add on to Scooter's new building already. I guess it's not really a new building anymore. It's 2 years old, believe it or not. But on the other side where we keep the buses, that open area, we're going to create another building that's going to be right there that's going to put some of the equipment that Scooter's keeping outside, put it in so that we can kind of preserve it. So that's the hope. And so we're going to try and do both of those projects about the same time, get that done. So I'm hoping that by the end of this calendar year, we're done. The healthcare renovation is moving along really well. I was actually walking through the new corridor, part of the corridor today. So that's looking really good. They seem to think that they're going to be out of here by middle of next month. So we could have the healthcare renovation done, we can get these balconies enclosed, we get Scooter's building done, and we get the parking lot done. And I really think we're done for a while. I mean, I don't have anything else on the horizon that I can think of that we would want to do. There's a little bit left that we didn't get a chance to do in St. Andrews and a little bit in Wingfoot renovation-wise, but those are not major projects.
Sure.
So, but we might take. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot about Glen Eagles. We got Glen Eagles coming up as well.
We do.
So that's going to get started next month as well, right?
Yep.
So.
Yep. And that's more the cosmetic, so it's not as much of a renovation part or expansion part that we've had.
That's right.
That's
yeah,
more
it's very cosmetic over there. Ceiling
So not
tiles
quite
and
as
walls
invasive.
and carpet and
Right.
living room and the game room and those kinds of areas that we'll be hitting over there. So
Yep, absolutely.
yeah, it looked really good.
Okay, reverse raffle.
Woohoo!
Yeah, my cousin called me the other day.
Okay.
Bubba Bob.
Yeah.
Is gonna
Bubba
be
Bob.
here. And he's really excited.
He's excited.
He's had his vaccine, so
Okay.
yeah, he's feeling safe and perky. So
Now, you said she's a little challenged as far as,
yeah, he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
yeah,
Elevator doesn't go all the way to the top.
yeah.
Deck isn't full. But other than that, he's a great guy.
So is Bubba Bob going to know to be here on time and know?
Yeah. He's pretty responsible. You may have to help him with numbers, maybe above 20.
Oh, boy.
That's most of our numbers.
It is most of our numbers.
Yeah.
I've been working with him, though.
Okay.
A little tutoring.
Okay.
Okay.
You just have to get him to 300.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as he can look at it and doesn't have to tell it by memory, I think he'll be okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, it should be fun.
Okay, so we have 72 tickets left.
Yeah.
So we've sold that many in a very short period of time.
We're starting to sell them to staff
We
now,
are. We just
so-
started selling to staff this week, so that will be good. We have a couple tables left, so if you still were thinking about it, we have a couple tables in the T side and the pub still available. The multipurpose room is sold out. That room was sold out right
Sold
away.
out.
Yep.
That's great.
But there is still a couple tables left, or if you just want an extra ticket just for an extra chance to win, they are still available. So,
Good.
yep. And let's see, if you want a ticket, you can call Michelle,
And what number is that?
336-389-4103.
Okay. good.
She's ready
She'll
to take
take
your
the
call.
first 72 callers, is that right?
I like it. The first 72. Oh.
Lisa, maybe if we have any tickets left on
Yes.
Wednesday's show, that could be the prize that day.
I like that. If
The
we still have a
raffle.
ticket on
Yeah.
May 5th.
Yeah. Of course, we're
Okay.
hoping we don't, right? But
I'm hoping we don't. But if we do,
you never know.
I like that.
You might have one.
okay,
Okay.
okay, sounds good. And if you have bought tickets, they will be in your box by the end of this week. That
There you
is
go.
Michelle's goal. She will have everybody's tickets in their box, so check them out.
Michelle, talk to me about that. I got one thing that we've got to work on before we do that, okay?
Okay, let's see, a furl update. So this week's furl River Landing Conversation will feature a conversation with Betsy Seaton, Director of Community Relations, and will be broadcast on 1390 and 3 p.m. at 3 p.m. on Friday. After the broadcast, it will be available both on YouTube and at the video portal on CareMerge. So thank you for that announcement there. That's from
Yes.
Jim Kalaki. Okay. This one is for Mr. Burleson.
Now you have to, he told me he wants you to sing this message. If you would do that, that would be
He
great.
does not want me to sing it because he wants people to come. Okay? So if you'd like to be part of the River Landing Chorus, please come to a meet and greet at the Wellness Center classroom on the second floor of the Wellness Center at 2 p.m. Friday, April 23rd.
Friday, April 23rd.
Even if you're not decided, if you just want to explore it, come
Correct.
meet the people.
Correct.
Yeah.
We will renew old acquaintances and welcome new residents who want to join the chorus. So it's a meet and greet for the chorus. Love it. Okay, Homer was supposed to do his emergency preparedness, the class he does each year and the program he does. But due to the multipurpose room renovations, we are not going to be able to broadcast that or do that live on Thursday. So we're going to postpone him to May. So watch your May and Compass. We will have him in that. So,
So
wellness.
no emergencies until Homer's
No
got his-
emergencies until the program.
Boy, if that's the case, we're going to reschedule him for the
So-
end of the year then.
So let's keep it safe.
Yes.
Oh, Wellness Week starts on Monday. So
Yes.
I know,
Wellness
it's very
Week.
exciting.
It's so exciting.
Lots of great classes and events and all that good stuff. And two of the big events are the blood drive, which we've been doing amazing at signing up folks. So that's great. And the meal packaging event. Only 6 spots left for the blood drive. So that's pretty amazing.
That
And
is great.
That's all residents and staff that are participating. So that's pretty good that we didn't have to look for any outside folks. So that is good. The meal packaging event, we're still have a few slots open for the 11 to 1 shift.
Yeah.
So we do have a few available opportunities there.
50,000 meals we're going to do in that
50,000
4-hour
meals.
period of time.
Yep.
At least that's the hope, anyway.
Yep, we can do it.
We can do it. I agree with you.
Okay, if you're new to CareMerge, the resident portal, there is a CareMerge 101 class, Friday, April 23rd at 1 o'clock, multipurpose room. This is an in-person only event. This will not be broadcast. And in May, there'll be a CareMerge 102 to get more advanced class.
Oh, wow. Instead of a
Very
201?
It says 102, so I don't know. I don't know.
I threw you off, didn't I? It is a 102.
It's that
Oh.
dyslexia coming back, isn't it?
I don't know, but we're gonna go with it. There's an advanced class coming in May.
Yeah.
So,
That's the way to say it.
yes. Okay, we do have several questions
Oh,
today.
good. Let's get
So
through
I
the
know we
questions.
have a lot of things to go through. I am a new resident and saw on the new Water's Edge menu there's a $2 guest charge. What is this? So it's a great question. For a lot of new folks, they've never lived here when they could have guests come
Eating
and
with
eat
them.
with them in any of the dining venues.
Right.
We have always had an upcharge for guests in our Water's Edge area, the Wayfarer, and the normal upcharge is the $2 per guest. And then on Sundays, sometimes it's more than that based on our Sunday brunch and if it's prime rib or different things like that. So there always has been that charge, and you know we're hoping someday we're going to get back to that. So that's why you would have seen that on the Water's Edge menu. Is just as a reminder, there is an upcharge for guests once we get to that point.
Yeah, that's right.
So we will get there. What is being built between the White House, which River Landing owns, and the office building on Sandy Ridge Road? Had a lot of those questions.
Yeah, and we're not really built, nothing's being built there. A lot of you may not know, we have a natural gas line, pipeline that goes right through that property there. So they're doing some work on the pipeline there. They're gonna be there a while. It sounds like they might be there a couple months working on that. But I think they're making some repairs and improvement to that line. So you're gonna see trucks there for quite a while. And it's right across from, now I've forgotten the name of the road. What's Kendall Road? It's right across from Kendall. So if you're coming out of the community and you turn left to go towards the farmer's market, right on the left-hand side, you've probably seen some construction trucks and all that are right there. And right across from where Kendall comes in. And that's where that pipeline runs. It runs right through our property right there.
I was hoping it was a movie theater. Not so, huh? Okay.
No,
I guess, no.
no movie theater. That would be a nice little amenity, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
I
out
like
the
that
back door,
idea. Okay.
We don't like to talk about gas lines around here because it always brings up a bad memory of.
Gas lines.
We had a gas line leak long time ago when we were building the child's playground area and evacuated the entire healthcare center because of it, and it was, we don't like to talk about gas
You don't want to do that again.
No.
I was putting in an irrigation system in my front yard,
Yeah.
and I had called 811, and everything was marked. And
Right.
the gas lines are supposed to be 2 feet.
They're deep, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I was going down 6 inches.
Wow.
And I cut the gas line.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it like that. And I called the gas company and stood far away from it. And the guy that showed up to fix it was smoking a cigarette.
No way.
I kid you not. Now, he did put it out before he approached the leaky gas line. I'll give him that. But still,
Wow. How
Wow.
quick did he get there?
he got there in about 3 minutes.
Did he really? They were that fast?
Okay.
Well, that's so dangerous, right? I mean, when you got
Yep.
gas leaking out like that, that's,
Yep.
Wow.
so.
Did he say, did you have your lines marked? What happened?
Yep.
And
He
you
could
said,
see them
And I
probably.
said, did you say it was 2 feet under this?
Oh. Okay. I've had a couple questions on this one. When will we open up the guest quarters again for our families to use?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
the-
not gonna happen for any time soon at this point.
Right, right.
Probably gonna be, maybe closer to the end of the year, we can be at a point where we can do that again.
Right.
But we're not there yet.
Yep.
So,
Yep, not yet. Can my guests use the wellness area or eat with me in the dining venues? Once again, still no, not yet.
I think
Feel like to say it a-
they wanna ask this question every week because I think
know.
they're hoping that we're gonna give them a different answer every week.
But we're not. We will put out a memo when it's time to be able to allow families and friends to use
You'll be hearing a big
amenities.
hoopla come up from the entire
Yes,
resident
yep.
body when that happens,
We're
right?
just not there yet.
Yeah.
But we
So,
are getting the sense that they want to invite guests, aren't we?
100%, yes.
We are
yes.
getting that sense, yes.
Which is great, because
It
they
is great.
want to show off their home, too. So
Absolutely.
I get that, but
Absolutely.
we're just not there yet. So this next question, I'm sure you're already going to know my answer. Will we be able to invite our families to eat in our dining rooms, our dining restaurants on Mother's Day?
So let's see. If the answer has been no at this point for the other about eating regular meals,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
And,
unfortunately
it's-
no.
It's not an unfair question
So-
because, sometimes exceptions can be made
That's
for
right.
holidays or whatever,
That's
but
right.
we're not making.
Yeah.
And, I think this also goes back. You all need to remember still, the governor still hasn't given us permission to go to 100% in our
Right.
dining areas. So we don't want to chance that at the moment when we still have residents that are having a hard time getting the reservations that they want at meal times. We can't exacerbate that by having family members come in as well at this
Right.
point.
Yep.
When we get to 100%, when we get to 100%, I think we can start then looking at the possibility of residents being able to invite guests to be able to come in.
Okay, last question. My neighborhood would like to get together in an outdoor space. Is the Pavilion in Williams Village only for that neighborhood? That's a great question, too. We have a lot of new folks here that maybe wouldn't know that the Pavilion down in Williams Village was built for the whole campus.
That's right.
So that's a nice outdoor gathering spot for everyone here to use. We don't have great spots in every neighborhood to create an outdoor gathering spot for every neighborhood. That was not the purpose
Yeah.
to do that. We all come together as a community, so that space is a great spot for it.
Yeah.
So Definitely take a look at that area. If you want to reserve it for a private time, you go through Brian. We do actually have neighborhoods that do reserve it
Yeah.
for different events, and that's fine to do. We'd love to do that for you.
Great spot.
It's a great spot, absolutely. So please enjoy that area. Marcia's Garden is also another good spot that people go and hang out at. And the clubhouse that we're going to have that beautiful veranda out there.
Absolutely.
So I know it's hard when the sun is really high. You have to pick your times for that. But we do have some nice outdoor spaces for that.
Absolutely.
So good question.
So you all know that some residents here wanted to invite our community to participate in something called Simple Gesture,
Yeah.
which is a feeding ministry that helps people in our local area, immediate local area. And so we put that information in mailboxes last week, and we've already had to ask for extra bags.
Wow.
There's been so much response.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
It's a great program. People just pick up extra cans of something when they're at the store and slowly fill the bag, and they send out drivers to pick these bags up. And
Okay.
yeah, but anyway, the response
That's
has been
great.
great, and I wanted to say
Awesome.
thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, to everybody.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
we have
Just
a
to
giving
show-
community.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
it shows the character of the community.
Absolutely.
It absolutely does. Well, let's see. We have a little.
Oh, we have a little
We
show
have
and
some,
tell?
Yeah, we have some stuff to look at here.
Okay.
I switched all the labels on my wife's spice rack. I'm not in trouble yet, but the time is a cumin. Yes, okay.
That sounds like a Bill Storms
It
joke.
does.
doesn't it?
The other day, I yelled into a colander and strained my voice.
Oh, wow.
Those are groaners,
Oh,
aren't
boy,
they?
that was pretty bad.
Hey, have you ever taken your grandchild somewhere out in public, and they're with you, and then normally they behave, but sometimes they just get a little confused or kind of something happens. So there's this person that took their grandson to the home improvement store, and he was just wandering around, and, well, this is what happened.
That is great.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, that's what they're there for, I thought.
I'd like to see him flush it.
Yeah, right. I don't know whose grandson that is.
That was actually Ken as a little kid.
Right. So, I don't know if you can tell, but all these people are looking into the sun, and everybody else has their hat around forward. This guy has his hat on backwards, and he's using his
And
hands.
he's shielding his.
well. He may just prefer his
You know, the
hand.
sad part is, I think I've actually done that before.
Oh,
so-
no.
Oh, got up this morning and ran around the block 5 times. Then I got tired, so I picked up the block and put it back in the toy box.
I like that one.
I hope he didn't exert himself, whoever he was. My wife asked me why I spoke so softly in the house. I said I was afraid Mark Zuckerberg was listening. She laughed, I laughed, Alexa laughed, Siri laughed.
That's a good one.
They are listening.
They
You
are
know they're
listening.
Yeah. Have you ever had one of those days when you are holding a stick and everyone looks like a pinata?
Wow.
That's a bad day. It's just a bad day.
That's not something I think that I want to promote here.
No. I want to be like a caterpillar. Eat a lot, sleep for a while, wake up beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, why not?
Who wouldn't want to do that, right?
This is my favorite. A Pennsylvania man is suing Smartwater for not making him smart. And I'd like to formally announce my lawsuit against Thin Mints. That is false advertising, isn't
Yes.
it? It is absolutely false
I
advertising.
love it.
I found that I have been happier since I changed from coffee in the morning to orange juice. My doctor explained that it's the vitamin C and natural sugars, but I really think it's the vodka. Oh. Another wine bottle emptied with no genie at the bottom. I'll keep trying. Good. I like perseverance.
Oh.
Spring is here. I'm so excited I wet my plants. Okay, that's all. That's all.
Is that it? You ended with that one?
Okay, yeah. We're all going to wet our plants.
I'm so excited this is over, I wet my plants.
Yeah, right. I was working out the other day and getting my stuff out of my locker, and I had a can of hairspray that had belonged in my wife's salon that I had used when my hair was kind of longer. And so I'm getting my stuff out, and the hairspray falls out and lands nozzle down and sticks on. And so there it is spraying, and it won't turn off. It's making a puddle on the tile there. And so I grab it and take it over to the trash can and hold it down in the trash can while I'm trying to get it to stop spraying. It took me about 30 seconds to get the thing to stop spraying. The good news is, if a windstorm comes through there, none of that trash is ever blowing away.
It's stuck good.
I mean, it's in good shape.
Sounds like a sticky situation.
It was a sticky situation, yeah. Yes.
Wow.
I'm glad we have I'm glad we have a non-smoking campus. That was a real hazard there
Yeah.
for a while.
Okay, Lisa. Well, Lisa, it's a good thing we have some extra time because it's going to take you about an hour to get through all the
Oh my
birthdays.
goodness. Since we haven't been on air for 2 weeks,
Yes.
we have a lot of
We
birthdays.
do have a lot of birthdays.
Yes.
A lot of great people were celebrating
Yes,
birthdays in the
I
last
know.
2 weeks. Wow, look at this.
Okay, so for resident birthdays last week, I'm just going to list the names and not the dates. Betty Hayes, Larry Friedrich, Drozen Mahan, John Scroggins, Sanders Dallas, Gene Spangler, Dot Call, Clyde Taylor, Alice Gold, Dave Pika, Samuel Smoke, and Sarah Sears.
Wow.
Today we have Sam Smoke, Sarah Sears, I said her twice, and Bill Allen. Tomorrow we have Paul Stewart, which I think he's going to be 101.
Is he?
I think
It's
so.
either 100 or 101,
I
yeah.
think 101 because I think he had a
Okay.
100th last year.
I think he did
Oh, that's
too.
right.
Yep. Revis Elfin and Nancy Simon. Thursday we have Dennis Miller and Neil Shaver. Friday we have Tom Guthrie. Saturday Lenore Llewellyn. And Sunday Nancy King and Tammy Redfern. And
You know, before you do the staff
Yeah.
birthdays, just a comment about Paul. Paul's been with us a long time because Paul came over from the Presbyterian High
Presbyterian
Point
Home.
initially. And, I remember when Paul was still, and Jenny were still over in independent living, and Paul's big thing was he would be out in the woods every day searching golf balls. And he would get piles and piles of golf balls, and he'd clean them up, and then he'd sell them.
Yep.
And it was pretty, and then he would donate the money is what he
Yep.
would do. He
He
wouldn't
put
even keep the money, he would donate the money. He didn't make a lot of money off of it,
right, right.
I think he was digging for earthworms, too, so he could go fishing.
No, that's
that
probably
could
true
be.
too.
It was a twofold.
But that was always neat. I always thought that was pretty neat
Yeah.
about Paul, so.
For staff birthdays, last week we had Neve Drivesdale, dining, Wanda Hargrove, nursing, Jeremy Martin, golf and grounds, Sarah Hall, dining, Philip Hatton, maintenance, Jill Lindstrom, wellness, Tony Chapman, nursing. Yesterday, Sonia Carlton, nursing. Thursday, we have Seth Mashburn, dining, and Deborah Groton, nursing. Saturday is Alex Dukehart in nursing, and Sunday is Corrine Chemy in nursing.
You did good, Lisa.
I know.
I don't know, it looks like about 8 of those cupcakes left over.
They're
from-
frozen. Remember, we talked
Frozen
about this.
cupcakes.
I know, but we could invite anybody that's having a birthday, the first 8 could come and get a cupcake.
Well, we could do that, but we're not going to.
Well, that's
So-
a good idea. Why don't we keep him in Ken's office? And so if you had a birthday
The first-
and you want to come on by Ken will have the cupcake for you. The first 8
The
to come
first
by.
8 people to
Ken
Ken's
will give you a
office.
cupcake.
Yes.
Okay, at the
Thanks,
end of the
Ken. We
show,
appreciate you doing that for us.
at the end of the show, we're going to announce the go.
Ken's like, why did I have to say anything?
Oh,
It's not the first time this has gotten me in trouble.
Yeah.
oh. Okay, and let's see, the trivia.
Yes,
We do have a winner.
We have
so
a
let me
winner.
look here.
it's Dick Witt.
It is not.
Oh, that's right. You
Okay.
had the trivia question.
So the question was, who invented the plastic pink flamingo lawn ornaments? And the answer is Don Featherstone. So the winner today is Dorothy Hoban. So congratulations, Dorothy.
Okay.
So you were the winner of the wine and the pewter wine stopper.
Wow, nice.
I know, very nice.
Don Featherstone. So does that name, is that a name that we should know?
I had never heard of it.
You all know
so-
Don Featherstone?
Did
You
Did it?
do?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Bill Storms knew. So,
Okay.
okay.
All
Okay.
right. Well, I'm glad somebody
should have
knows who
known.
it is, 'cause I,
You should have raised your hand.
Didn't know it was flamingos. He invented the first injection molding.
Oh,
he invented the first
okay.
injection molding plastic.
okay. Okay.
Okay, very good. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There's a, did you know?
I know.
I was imagining pink flamingos out by our waterfall at the entrance, and
Were you?
yeah, and then I quit imagining it.
Good. Good. I'm glad you stopped imagining that. Oh,
Well, Lisa, I think we've reached the end of our show.
we have
And so 2 weeks from now,
2 weeks. May
the
5th,
night of the reverse raffle, we're going
that will
to
be
do
our 100th show.
our 100th show. We're going to
Cinco de
follow our
Mayo.
100th show up with, what's that, in Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de
Yep.
Mayo.
Yeah.
Reverse raffle.
And so that'll be our 100th show, and then Ken's already got some great ideas for what he wants to do for the 100th show, so
Yep. He's working on them.
we're
We're
gonna,
gonna do a little stroll through memory lane.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that'll be good.
Could be a
That'll be
short
fun.
lane.
If we can get our executive producer or our associate executive producer on board, we're gonna maybe show some clips from some of the shows that we've done that we thought would be fun to be able to
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, the
some clips of.
highlights, I think we should be able to get 5 minutes worth. It'll be a short show, yeah.
You don't expect a lot. You've seen it once, so.
No, but I think it'll be fun, and it will be, you know, it's, you know, you sit back and think about it. We've been doing this show now for over a year,
Yeah.
so it's actually, I know.
Seems a lot longer.
I think the audience showed up today was hoping this was gonna be the last show. I think that's why they showed up today. We thought this was the last show. We were gonna applaud at the end to be done, so.
I mean, 25 years from now, people will be saying, do you remember where you were during the 100th show? No.
No,
Maybe, somebody, I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah, it's kind of a sobering thought, isn't it, really? All right, so that'll be fun, but obviously we can't do that next week because we got Wellness Week going on,
Right,
so.
And I think we're gonna try to maybe get down to just a couple times a month. Because we know
Yeah.
folks are getting busier now too, so,
That's true.
so we're gonna look at that. So just watch for the calendar.
And we might do every other
we'll
Wednesday or
announce-
something
yeah,
like that,
we'll
right?
announce our
talk
days,
about that.
so.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 100 shows is a lot of shows.
It's a lot of shows.
But you know, it really has been fun. I mean, it's been a really good time in a lot of ways. I mean, a lot of heartache too, and you know,
Yeah.
I think we all get tired of the statistics. I know I get tired of reading the statistics. I'd like for this, just like everybody else, I'd like for this to go away. But you know, we're getting there. That's the positive news. You know, the fact that we're almost 50% of our adult population here in North Carolina have had at least the first shot, that's huge. I mean, you know, we got to get to that 70 or 75% mark so that we can get to that herd immunity level. So hopefully we're getting there at this point. So, okay, either one of you have anything else? Ken, should we repeat what we did for the show? Do you have any words of wisdom or anything you want to share? By the way, that was really good. They did it.
It was.
They did past primetime players or whatever the name of
Yep.
that group is.
Yep.
They did a great time. That was
Yep.
that was a
The
good
Grinch
show.
stole 2020.
Yeah, that was
Yep,
that was a
very
great
very
show.
well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we delayed this long enough. We all want to go, so have a great Wednesday afternoon. It's going to be cold tomorrow night and Thursday night. We're going to dip down into the low 30s. I don't know if you all know that or not, but
Cover your flowers.
Thursday morning and Friday morning you're going to be cold, so just keep that in mind if you're heading out early in those mornings. So, but we hope you all have a great week, and I hope you enjoy Wellness Week next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, there's a lot of great activities. Please come and join us for the meal packaging. We could use the help.
Yep.
And so it's going to be a good week. And then we'll be back the following week with some more exciting stuff. So we love you all. Have a great time. See ya.